Hi everyone, and welcome along to today's review. And today it's another solar camera. Yes, another security camera. You know I like security cameras, good for your property. Keep an eye on it for you. Now, because they keep improving all the time, is a reason why I'm doing them fairly regular, because the improvements are really quite good of late and worth paying extra for. Now, for those of you who recognise the camera here, you know that I did one by the same make just a while back there, and there was a slight problem with it, not a problem with the actual work of the camera, but the fact that that one was a solar cam, same as this one, solar panel powered, but the camera had the solar panel fixed to the front of it, so it meant you was very limited to where you could actually aim the camera, because you had to get sunlight into that solar panel, which meant anything facing north basically was kind of out of range, because the solar panel would gradually go down because it wouldn't be enough sunlight. Well, now we've got over that with this one. It seems like they've very quickly Spotified this. Spotified, are they? They've very quickly spotted it, and now we have a solar panel that is on a cord, so we can now face the solar panel south and still have a camera facing north. So if you had something that was in that direction or shaded area, it's all good. You can now carry on and work the camera with it, which is very good indeed. So to no further ado, let's get on with the review, shall we? Here then are all the items out of the box: the actual camera, the solar panel, the lead connecting it there, instructions on how to fit it. It's very easy, a little safety security monitoring sticker, and all the fixing parts. These are for the camera itself and for the solar panel there, and very easy. I won't go through all that, but I'll show you as it goes up and you'll get a better idea how they actually connect up and get the camera on the wall. So just before we go put it up on the wall, and I'll take you through that, just some more details about the actual spec of this camera. One main benefit as well with this is the battery. It's a decent one. It's 9200 mAh, which is pretty high. It's really good, so it's a good solid battery. And also I do like the pan tilt thing, 90 degrees up and down this way and 360 degrees around this way, and you can push a scan button on it and it will do a complete scan round for you and end up exactly where you left it set. So it's great if you want to just have a quick scan around the garden or whatever. You could push this scan button, it will do this thing for you and then end up, say, exactly where you want it, which is great, I think. Also, the spotlight's great. There's a 400 lumen spotlight, which not only aids with the night vision, but it's really great for coming home late at night, isn't it? If you've got the camera focused down on the drive, for instance, when you come on the drive, the light will come on for you and light it up nice. So it's almost like a dual purpose. And don't forget, you can also use this camera as a two-way voice connection for a postman or delivery man if you've got it set up by the door, so you could speak to anybody that arrives. It's got built-in alarm modes as well, with set voices and things to deter intruders if you want. But I don't think they'd pay any attention to you. I wouldn't. Now, just before we pin it up, just the last couple of things to let you know. SD card in there. I've got one in there now, as you can see, and that's just an on button and the reset button. Okay, and very lastly, you might be wondering what to do if the solar panel is not getting any sunlight in the midwinter and it's been dark nights and just isn't getting any power at all. Well, you can take the camera off a sliding bracket, which I will show you when it's up, but you do get this extra lead you can plug into the solar panel lead. Comes in a box. I forgot to show you this bit, a very important bit really, and that goes into your charger, and you can just take it indoors and charge it up manually if you find mid bleak winter in our winters it goes down at all. Outside then we are, and using the template here, okay, I've marked 3 holes in. I'll put the bracket up on the wall here. I'll show you. Next then we come to the holder for the solar panel, and there's the base of it with the 3 holes, and this is the top part, and it basically goes on there and you set it around in the position you want. I'll show you. Basically just set the spline in. Okay, there's the spline. I'm going to go on to drop that in here and drop the nut over and line it up with the position you want it in. I want it to line up with the back hole there. Any one of those holes will be fine though. And then just screw it up, okay. I'm doing it one-handed, so, but you get the idea, I think. Okay, and then we'll mark the holes up. Okay, I have the solar panel bracket up now. Unfortunately, you don't get a template for them. Got to mark it manually. Okay, mine's all screwed up. I want the solar panel to face out this way, so I've got it on sideways like this, so I can take my choice. Okay, to get the best I can. Okay, dodgy bit one-handed. As you can see, the camera sits in from the top and slides into that bracket, which means you can easily pull it off anytime you want and charge it up if you're not getting enough sun in the winter time. So just show that last bit now. Just got it virtually locked in, but look, if I push that down now, it's clicked in. There's a little lever at the back there where my finger is. Just push that back to the wall and it will slide back out again. Okay, simple as that. So there we are then, the solar panel is now connected. I've put the connection and the lead behind the panel that side there. If you look around here you can see it there, just curl around. I'm going to put a tie on it, just make sure it doesn't all drop away and look silly, and basically we're job done. This is to look down on my drive to keep an eye on my car, which is down right there. See how we look on the camera now, shall we? Here then is the view on my phone, looking down at my drive, and you can see my blue Jag down there in the drive, and that's basically what I'm looking at. Anybody coming up and maybe messing around with a car or anything like that. Okay then, so it's time to get down to the all important settings. They are the ones, aren't they? So we look at the AI surveillance first of all, and you can see all the various modes in here. They're great, aren't they? Quite a few. I'll just take you through a few. Human detection one, very, very good. And intrusion one, so we can get that to go there. And you can see you can zoom into zones and zone up. You've got 3 zones that you can actually zoom and select in the picture for alarms to go off. Vehicle detection then, this one good if your car on the drive, a bit like mine. This is what I'm looking after, and you can zone it so that all the rest of the area, nothing happens. If it gets people in it around, you can leave it, it won't go, but if someone comes near your car, you get an alarm. Whoops, gone too far, silly boy. Right, take it back. Right, okay, so that one, and last one is pet detection. And if you're worried about your pet being stolen, he's out in the garden, well, you can zoom in on him. It will pick up the pet running around and show you that he's still there. Okay, let's move back then to detection settings, and this one you can see really good. You've got intelligent detection, detect all, detect animal, vehicle, track motion. So you, like I said to you earlier, the camera will track around and follow a target if you so want. And you've got a detective sensitivity. There's some really good things in here. Notification settings, and you can see everything's there. Push notifications, intelligent mode, intermediate mode, and you've got the intrusion area and people staying in an area by your car, for instance. People just passing by, I've zoomed out, I don't want that. Pet, I don't want. Car, and I want to get the camera on low power, so I just want the camera to be barely ticking over until it actually picks someone up, because we need to get that solar power so it isn't drained too quick. So let's move on again, and we've got cloud recording, default view down here, the video audio. Okay, see it all there. And we have battery management, very important one, isn't it? The battery camera, and you can see that I've got 71% in there. So then we got sleep, status light, and we've got obviously the usual Amazon Alexa or OK Google. Yep, we don't want to say that because I've got Google to pick me up. And about device, firmware updates, quick start, and reconnect or remove device. Last thing I want to show you, there's lots of other things in there actually, but I don't want to take too long on this video, so I will just show you that I've got 2 cameras on the screen there, because this one here, the bottom one that faces the rear garden, is the one I was telling you about that had the fixed solar panel that was fixed to the camera, but my garden faces south, so by looking that way I'm getting full sun into the actual panel. And the other one, the one I've just showed you now, is at the front of the house now, pointing down there, and the camera's in a lovely direction for monitoring the car, and it's perfect. And it's also getting some sun in the morning by turning that solar panel around a bit. Means I'll get enough to keep this camera going, at least in the summertime. We'll see how the winter time turns out. And the last thing of all is this one here, Smart Security. That's better, we have it there. And these are just the smart security settings. Very nice, I think. I like these. Away mode, home, and turn off devices. And there's one there, turn on devices, which is really handy for quick switching. So I'm going to go down now, see if it picks me up. Now those of you who would like a few more details and all the info about the actual security camera, I'm going to give you that now as a still frame. Just still the frame on your video player if you want to read it right through, because I don't want to hold it on the screen too long. It's a bit boring. Okay. Now let's have a look at the nighttime view and see what the security camera is like then. It seems we have a cobweb in the left hand corner already. They get there quick, don't they? Here's yours truly. Oh, cool. Pow, there's the colour. And the cobweb. That's about it then. So thanks very much for watching. A great camera, obviously well worth it if you have to think a little bit more special than those cheap little budget ones, you know, give you a little bit more. Well worth the difference to pay a bit more, I think. Okay, that's about it though. All my stuff, usual place to go, you know where it is. Derek and 33. Great crossing guys, bye bye.